We talk about getting the bag, and we're talking about defensive tackles today, right? Quinn Williams became the latest defensive tackle to sign a mega contract this offseason, says Adam Schefter. And here are the contracts here. Quinn got 4 years, 96. Jeffrey Simmons got 4 years, 94. Deron Payne, 4 years, 90. Dexter Lawrence, 4 years, 90. Javon Hargrave, 4 years, 84. And then Ella Oliver, I believe, got 4 years and 84 as well. You're starting to see the value of interior defenders go up, Cowboys Nation. Be it pass rush or run stoppers, whatever. These guys hold value. And when we got Dan Quinn here, that was something that I thought Dan Quinn would see trending in the league and implement here in Dallas. And he tried. Now, again, you're going to need to win the trust of this front office to allow Dan Quinn to kind of take more chances than the team has done in the past. That's why you saw them say, yeah, okay, Dan, we'll give you a little breathing room. Draft a 6th round defensive tackle, big guy. We'll give you a little bit of breathing room. Sign a veteran guy, the big, not big country, but the first big country we had, the tall, I can't remember his name. He played for the Bears. He played for the Ravens. Then Dan Quinn started gaining their trust. And once he gained their trust, the Cowboys finally did something they hadn't done since Russell Maryland. And that was draft a defensive tackle in the 1st round. That's important. When you look around the league, there are 18 defensive tackles making at least $50 million or more on their contracts. Only 3 of them were drafted outside of the 1st or 2nd round. Javon Hargrave, DJ Reader, Draymond Jones. 18 DTs are making $50 million or more, only 3 drafted outside the 1st or 2nd round. It harkens back to what I was talking about heading into draft season. When the Mozzie Smith conversation brought up, I would say, hell yeah, I would love to have Mozzie Smith. And if I don't give a damn at 26 or the 2nd round, but you got to take the chance on a guy like this early, because if you want one of those type of defensive tackles, 9 times out of 10, you've got to get them early. You can't wait around to round 5, 6, 7 and expect to get that type of production from those guys. You might get a rotational guy. You might get a role player, and that's fine. But if you want a difference maker like that, it has to come early. Another reason why you had to get a guy like Mozzie Smith, in my opinion. Last year, the Cowboys allowed opposing running backs to gain 3 or more yards before contact on 25% of carries. That ranked 21st in the league. See, we can look at yards per game. We can look at yards per carry. You know, yards per carry to me hold a little bit more weight than yards per game. But yards per carry and yards per game. But when you look at yards before contact, to me, that tells me that you're not winning the line of scrimmage. 3 yards or more before somebody is touched is crazy. Ranked 21st in the NFL. Now, obviously, it's no secret the Cowboys got better when they got a Jonathan Hankins. That ranking increased because he is a true run-stopping nose tackle. But Hankins is more of a stopgap type of dude, right? He's not a long-term solution. Yes, they re-signed Hankins, and we'll get to that here in a second. But he's not a long-term solution, which is why you had to give him some help. And that's why you go out and you get a Mozzie Smith. I'll say this, and I'll say this clearly. If you want to be one of them ones, you have to be forceful in stopping the run.